Hey Student Success, welcome to week 7 of the semester. So it's hard to believe, but we are almost done with our 8-week session. So as you can anticipate, I'm going to remind you about your workshop. So your workshop is coming due at the end of week 8. So if you have not taken one, you have a little bit of time left, not much though. So remember, when you go to submit it, you are submitting the actual certificate of completion, not just that you registered. You want to make sure that you submit the attendance certificate, the email, whatever it might be. Okay, so make sure that you take advantage of that opportunity very soon, because the week does close next week. So that being said, I've already had week 1 reopened, so hopefully you're taking advantage of that as I record this lecture. Week 2 is going to be reopening this coming weekend. So week 2, you can see in my announcements already, I have it scheduled that week 2 is reopening this Friday, Saturday, Sunday of week 7. I also will let you know that week 8 is going to open early. Week 8 is going to open early on Friday because the course ends on a Friday, May 12th. So make sure that if you get week 7 done, go ahead and get into week 8. You're also going to see week 3 reopen during week 8. So lots of folders opening and closing. So just make sure you're checking the announcements, make sure you're checking all of these different things. That way you are staying up with everything and getting those points made up as needed. Alright, so that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into week 7. So week 7, if you haven't already, chapter 3 and chapter 9 lecture are combined together. So I know it's a little longer for that reason, but we talk about both these chapters together, so they're right there. So if you haven't watched that video, please make sure you do so you have a basis for the assignments this week. So week 7, there is no discussion forum, so attendance is based on completing both assignments by Sunday, and only one assignment completion will be 50% attendance. So here are your 2 quick snapshots, chapter 3 assignment and a cultural intelligence assessment. So I'm going to go ahead and click in here. Chapter 3 assignment. So this is a really neat one. Chapter 3 is like a creative thinking, critical thinking, metacognitive chapter. And so you have a creative thinking assignment. And there's 3 parts to it. So part 1, this is what I'm going to recommend that you do. Like when you're in here, and you can do this in a Word doc if you want. I'm just going to write submission. Number 1, it says create a list of 3 alternate uses for peanut butter, paper clips, and pen caps. So that's 3 uses for peanut butter that are not for eating. 3 uses for paper clips that are not for clipping paper together, and 3 for pen caps that are not used to put lids on pens. So what I would do here is just put, individual, and then go ahead and write down your list. So 9 items total, 3 for each. Then you're going to gather a group of people together. So this can be friends, it can be classmates, it can be done in person, it can be done over Zoom, over email, it can be done with people you live with. I've had people who have children and they use their child, use your parents, whoever you can get. In a few, small group, do the same thing, but do not use your items that you came up with in number 1. Only new ideas that the group generates. So then I would do group ideas, and come up with those there. That way, when you go to number 3 and you start answering these questions, I have a good, basis for what ideas you're talking about. So after you've created your own list, and then a group list of 3 different uses for peanut butter, 3 different uses for paper clips, and 3 different uses for pen caps, you're going to answer these questions. Did you generate more ideas, or did the group? Like, were you able to come up with, 10 uses? Or did the quality of the ideas improve with the group, or do you think your group or your personal ideas were a little bit better? Were the group ideas more innovative? Like, were they more creative or interesting or out of the box? And then which was more fun, creating your own list or leading the group ideas? So then you'll go ahead and answer, those questions down here. Or again, you can do this in a Word doc, which is fine. So make sure you answer all 3 parts. Give me a basis of, the list so that I know what you created. And then answer those questions. And then you're going to make sure that you just submit that. The other assignment is a cultural intelligence survey assessment, because chapter 9 relates to just diversity and different cultures and just kind of that aspect of both a commuter campus like we are and an person campus. A lot of you will be going to a 4-year, maybe transferring. So you'll open this, and this is one of these that is going to move along and talk to you.
Cultural intelligence.
Okay. And so you're just going to make sure you answer all these questions, and when you're done, at the very last slide, hit submit, and it's going to automatically grade it in the grade book. So those are your 2 assignments for this week, your chapter 3 assignment and your cultural intelligence survey assessment. Another reminder, take advantage of week 2 reopening during week 15, and then week 3 reopening, week 2 reopening during week 7. You can tell I'm doing multiple videos today. Week 2 reopening during week 7, and week 3 reopening during week 8. Also week 8 opening early. You can see it's opening early on May 5th because the whole course ends on Friday, May 12th. Alright, if you have any questions, let me know. Have a great week. Bye.